Hi there, Scorpio. Thank you for joining me for your weekly forecast for week commencing the 11th of July. Your ruling planet is Mars. This gives you an awesome drive and determination. And Mars is now in direct motion, and in the second half of this week is going to be forging an amazing link with the Sun. One which really can be rebel rousing and give you enormous enthusiasm and perhaps even a little bit more of a risk-taking approach to one opportunity that could come up. The world is changing radically as even I speak, and the gathering of energy at the start of this week that continues in the most expansive, adventurous and independent part of your horoscope, the sign of Cancer, your sister water sign, means that you can enter this week still with an appetite to refresh parts of your existence which perhaps have become rather too samey. You're really needing to have some spontaneity and newness around the interests, hobbies, perhaps even work or even holiday destinations that you've chosen in the past. A bit of a change can be as good as a rest, and that's certainly the virtue for you this week, and it could even be about your professional interest too. But this link between the Sun and Mars is absolutely awesome. Just think about it. The Sun's at the heart of everything that keeps us alive. It is our absolute life support system. But Mars is a planet which is very much about action, and it's the warrior planet. It's about having the confidence to just go for it. When it's in our own sign and forging a link with the Sun in the 9th solar house like this may see you doing something, if not reckless, certainly going beyond your comfort zone in a way that you may not have done before. However, there are some challenges this week because, ironically, the Sun actually clashes with Uranus, which is in your sector of everyday work, the detail of things. And it's possible that part of you can almost resent the need to do the nitty-gritty things that other people expect of you. But that can almost drive this desire to be not reckless, but certainly much more in the moment and go in for what really suits you. It just may be that there are other people desperately trying to remind you of what your obligations are, and that comes from the role of Saturn, which continues to clash with Neptune and will do so through to mid-October. That combination is just suggesting that if there is money that's required to be invested in any idea you've got to open up your world in the exciting way that I think is possible, it just needs to be really costed out in a very practical and grounded manner. Don't be too idealistic or dreamy about it. But there is a big change which occurs on Tuesday, which ironically also sees a quarter moon in a very delicate part of your scope. It's going to be important, despite all this expansive energy, that you don't blow something else out to a proportion that actually isn't worth your energy. So just be careful around politics. There's politics in every one of our lives, but there may be a little tender issue that just creeps into your psyche from Tuesday, and you're going to need to know what to oxygenate and what to just ignore. However, also on Tuesday, Venus climbs right to the top of your chart, which is going to be wonderful in the following 28 days in building your reputation and also getting more contact with influential people. In your romantic situation, it points towards an involvement with someone from a very different age group to you. Also, on Thursday, Mercury moves into the same sector. Now, if you have been feeling very restless, feeling that things can't go forwards in the way they have in the past, for some people this may mean a retraining course or a refresher course or distance learning or applying for a higher educational institution or the idea of travel, but travel linked to work. So it could be a job that involves driving or perhaps international travel. But any of these things are all about reinvigorating your situation. And I think as this week comes to a close, do try to include in your decision making experienced people who perhaps have gone through some of these phases themselves in the past, because once you really get an idea in your head, your determination and desire to really go for it this week can be absolutely sensational. So you need to make sure it's absolutely the right thing to not make a big error. It's been a real pleasure being with you. Thank you for joining me. Good luck and goodbye for now.